Edgecombe to inbounds. In it comes to Tyrese Maxey. Guarded by his former teammates. Tyrese Maxey to win the game. And it goes! D'Anthony Melton blocks! And the Sixers win it in South Philly!
Seriously, I could watch that clip 1,000 more times. There's a good chance on my timeline I'm going to see it that many. One thing we were looking at when that is how many black shirts did get back. And that is really good awareness. Dominic Barlow was back there. VJ Edgecombe was back there. Obviously, Tyrese Maxey is the one that came all the way from his bench practically to get out there and make that block. But it is a crazy play. But it wasn't just that play. That's obviously the two plays that sealed it, right? VJ Edgecombe with the putback coming in for the rebound, and then obviously Tyrese Maxey's block. But it started even before that. Really, I mean, this was a bad fourth quarter. They were outscored a great number. I think it was, 32-19. They had 14 second-half turnovers. It was an ugly second half. Coach, does it erase some of that for you when you see how it is?
Oh, yeah, without question.
Good, because it would for me.
Yeah, you put yourself in a bind. You know, you're disappointed that you let, a 24-point lead evaporate. But the fact of the matter is, when crunch time came and you had to make play after play after play to win this game, the Sixers rose to the occasion.
Yeah, and they needed a couple things to go their way because it wasn't all pretty down the stretch. Our Colonial Nissan Game Changer is the final minute plus of this game, and you're thinking, come on. So the Warriors had gotten out to that 4-point lead. They had a couple of big buckets, which they had some three-pointers, which they did not shoot the three all that well tonight, but they made it when it counted. So this is
Grimes with a great drive.
Great drive.
After a timeout, Nick Nurse threw up a real good play, 3-point play, old-fashioned.
Missed the foul shots.
Bona misses both.
We still look who it is again. VJ.
Talk about the ways that he affects the game. So that's a jump ball.
They're going to lose this jump ball.
It goes up with Melton. They get it and they foul. Okay, so you're thinking, this is not good. 20 seconds left. This play was, I think we've never seen more fingertip.
Out of bounds
Is it on
plays.
a ball?
Yep.
Whatever. We watched this thing 17 times.
Yeah, they overturned this. They say it's off VJ. But these plays, Amy, are so close.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've had a whistle sometimes at practice, and the worst call you have to make is on that baseline.
So get it? And then it looked like a clean steal. And so Nick Nurse wants a challenge.
Yeah, that was first off.
He wins the challenge.
He did, which was very important because he needed that timeout.
Now you tell me if Golden State gets possession of this ball.
Yeah. My issue with that is that they blew the whistle, so everybody kind of stopped playing. So you didn't know who had the ball.
Look who it is again.
They gave it to the Warriors. And then this is a crazy thing. Coach, you saw this.
Yeah.
What were the Warriors doing?
I have no idea. I think it was a blown play in terms of what the scheme was. And as a result, you see the collision. And VJ, Mark, is dead on. He has a nose for the ball, this guy.
Kid's got 3 steals, 2 of them the biggest right there. And then this is the play.
Heck of a defensive play by Melton.
Very good.
Trumped by VJ.
Comes flying in there for the putback. And he's also
look at the 3 guys
down.
chasing him. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That is just... That kid, what happened?
Look at the kid. Like, what happened?
Well, you lost. Sorry, guy. You lost. Yeah, I'm sorry. They kept showing him when the Warriors were coming back. They got to show him when the Warriors lose. Sorry, guy. So you can see look how deep he is into the bench. So Dominic Barlow is
look where he's at, and look where VJ's on the baseline. Look at
VJ's all the way on the baseline. These guys were 94 feet all the way down for the chase down.
Wow. That's incredible.
Now listen, on that shot, Barlow was under the basket for the rebound. Maxey was on the bench sitting there having cookies with the courtside people. Look at this. And look at them right here. That's not giving up on a play.
And that is one of the, seriously. And if you see the joy there with Joel and Adem Bona and Tyrese Maxey, I don't know how you just don't get a little bit excited about that because it was a heck of an ending. And I know what happened. I know they blew the fourth quarter. I know that they had a 20-plus point lead. I'd already seen it on social media. Don't get excited, Amy. I can get excited.
When is it win?
Are you kidding me? Get excited for that. That's a great block. One of the guys that was all over this, his fingerprints were all over this win, and that's a guy you saw a lot in that clip. That's Dominic Barlow. Let's check in with him right now.
You said with VJ at the end? Yeah. He's just... That's what he does. He made a play on defense. He knew he had to get a steal there. It's just tough when in this situation where we're down in Green. James at the 3-point line. just becomes difficult. So we got to steal, and then everybody knew the ball down Tyrese. He took a shot at the Nate, and VJ was there to crash. Everybody was there, and he made a play. That's what he does.
It seems like you might have had a couple bad landings, one at the end of each half. I'm not sure exactly what happened on the second one, but can you just talk me through those plays and how you're feeling?
I mean, Melton leaked out, so we was in panic. I was like, oh, we're going to get back. I ran, jumped to block it. I just fell on the camera, dude. Just hit, I'm good. But yeah, just not fun.
I guess just going back to just as a rookie, coming up with plays that he's doing on both ends, the steal, the putback, something else. What's that got to say about for a kid, for a guy so young?
I feel like his defense doesn't get enough credit. Like, he really pushes the ball, he's super active. Like, that's a huge skill to have. Like, as a rookie guard, considering how good most guards are in the NBA. So I think that's just like a super underrated part of this game. He doesn't get enough credit. But his offense, he's always like, he's not forcing it. He's letting the game come to him. And, he's had super big games and, every night looks different for him. But I think just him being in attack mode and picking his spots and just really getting what he wants makes our team better.
As a group, just after you give up the lead, what does it take to sort of re-energize yourself to then be able to pull off a crazy secret like that?
Man, obviously we don't want to be in that situation. Credit to them for just staying in the game. We got to be better down the stretch. But I think it's really understanding that we've been on the other side of that. The game's never over. NBA, I think. It's kind of funny. That's the team that kind of created that. No, we just safe. So just understanding that you got to keep playing for 48 minutes. There could be 5 minutes left. You could be up, whatever it is, 10, 15. Teams can make shots, a couple of threes, a couple of stops, you're back in the game. So we got to be better. But it's great that through all that, losing, they go up 4. They're energized. They're talking like this. Like, just kind of stay in the game and understanding that we can still win.
Nick has constantly just praised you for this playing completely this hard and all night, reps all night. So I guess that's your mindset every time he gets up to take the floor.
Yeah, that's my role. That's why I think I play hard, understand what we're doing, being in the right spots, guarding. That's makes everybody else's life easier and gives me to play with you because you're playing hard. You can impact the game in different ways. But I think my, role looks different every game. Last game, Washington, I'm attacking gaps and things like that today. Just on the glass, guarding, trying to create chaos. It's a little bit different every night for effort, and you kind of got to be there.
So Dominic Barlow there, just talking about some of the VJ Edgecombe, doesn't play like a rookie guard, something we talked about in our pregame show. He really doesn't. We've got to give Dominic Barlow some flowers. His stat line is going to be good, right? Listen, 6 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, but 5 offensive rebounds. Talk about something we haven't had a lot to talk about is offensive rebounds on this team. Dominic Barlow does a lot of things that show up elsewhere in other people's stat line. I think that's what makes him such a big glue guy. What a surprise this guy was. I don't want to say they found him on a scrap heap, but it was a player we certainly weren't very familiar with.
Absolutely, Amy. He fits in so much. He's a long perimeter guy that does the little things. You need a lot of that where you have so many guys that can score the ball. And his ability to find ways to be effective. We did a breakdown of him last game where he's finding a place to be effective on the court on both ends of the floor. And you see the last play. The 2 guys challenging up top was Maxey and Barlow. Barlow was on the baseline going for the rebound when VJ had that putback, and he sprinted back to contest that shot along Maxey. This young man is really thriving under the Sixers and Nick Nurse.
Yes, he is. And what a find for them. There was a guy, when they needed some athleticism, they needed some length, especially the way they want to run this offense. And Dominic Barlow seems to fit right in, Coach.
Yeah, he's a young guy, Amy, 22 years old, I believe. And I'm going to tell you something. What enables, this is just an opinion, a player of his caliber, because this guy's a very, very good player, slip through the cracks, is the fact that he's not an outstanding three-point shooter.
Right.
He's a terrific basketball player. And I think that enabled the Sixers to really get a steal here.
Yes, they did. And he has been a real find for them in the starting role especially. So it's been nice to see him back there. You know, he had that elbow issue for a little bit. He's back, and back in a big way. So we're going to take another quick timeout. We got to check out Tyrese Maxey's night. 21 straight games to start the season of 20 or more points. That ties him with Allen Iverson. We'll break that down. He had 35 points tonight. We're back and look at Tyrese Maxey and where he is on Sixers history. Longest streaks of 20-plus points to begin a season. Joel Embiid a couple years ago. Well, that was a pretty good year. Tyrese Maxey, though, 21 and counting. That's because tonight was a 21st game. Pretty impressive as he had 35. We are over here at our big board as we break down our film session. And I told you I can't get enough of this play, so we're going to break it down even more for you. Amy Fiddle, Jim Lyon, and Mark Jackson. And this play, there's so many elements to it. We can watch it 1,000 times. You're going to find different things. Because we just watched it. We saw Dembona for the first time when you're looking at it. But really, it starts with really good defense from DeAnthony Melton on Tyrese Maxey. And then VJ Edgecombe coming in, Coach.
Yeah, you say it's an incredible follow-up by him. But how about the presence of mind? Buddy Hield throws a pass.
It's a great pass.
I mean, as you said it, Amy, it's play after play. But the bottom line for me, you got to watch. Maxey's going to go one-on-one.
He's seen the double coming from the left.
Yep. Step back.
Tough
Melton
shot.
gets a piece. Maxey is over on the sideline right now.
He's inside the bench almost.
He comes on his 3 Sixers on the sprint. Wow.
Man. That's hustle right there. Let me tell you something.
We'll watch it 5
right
more
there.
times.
Watch this. Watch this. Look where he's at. He's on the bench having popcorn, celebrating the win. Oops, I got to get back. Look at VJ celebrating Barlow right here, meeting him up top. Listen, tell me this is not Maxey's storyline this season. Plays every game, and not just that, and always giving 100% effort on every single play. Right here, missed the game winner, but I'm going to make up. I'm not going to end it right here.
Yeah,
not giving up on the
VJ's
play.
under the basket. Barlow was right near the basket. Those guys all ran 90-plus feet.
I got to be honest. I am astounded that 4 Sixers have the wherewithal to react in the moment. You'd be celebrating, high-fiving, we just won the game 9-10. No.
Look at that.
They have the wherewithal to react. I'm looking forward to bonus into this. And Maxey just makes that for me. You are going to have to show me a more spectacular, meaningful, game-saving defensive play in the course of the NBA season than that one right there.
I mean, honestly, that's like stuff that if you talk about in the playoffs, that's legacy stuff.
It really is.
Those are like legacy-defining plays.
That can be momentum.
About
defining plays right there. That play right there can be crazy momentum because that's something. Yes, we gave up the lead, but that's something Nick Nurse can put. We never give up on the game.
And that's the
never
thing.
Give up on
didn't
the game.
give up on the play. Didn't give up on the game. Didn't give up on the pass. It was a great pass. Let's face it, that was a great pass by Buddy Hield. He hit basically DeAnthony Melton in stride. All he did was corral it and go straight up. I mean, it should have been an easy bucket. And honestly, I think if it was last year, it would have been an easy bucket.
Well, you ready? Yeah, because Maxey wouldn't have been in the game.
Well, there's also that point, right?
And let me bring this up. Let me bring this up, guys. I know Maxey has led this team in scoring, has played every game, and took the game when he's lead team scoring tonight. But if you look up the last 4 minutes of the game, the 2 guys to me that stood out the most was in every single possession was Barlow and VJ.
Yeah, VJ.
They found the way to make winning plays.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at it, Coach, these are guys that haven't played all that much together, if you're thinking about it. VJ Edgecombe, obviously, the rookie. He's missed a little bit of time. Dominic Barlow missed some time. Tyrese Maxey has not, of course. He's played every single game. But how impressive is it, the wherewithal, obviously, for plays like that, but to know where each other are? Because we saw a Warriors team that looked a little confused, and the Sixers didn't.
Yeah, I think we talked about this pregame, Amy. One of the things that we're seeing through this, first quarter of the season, the Sixer bench. It might not be the same guy every night, but they're getting a lot of help from their bench on a very consistent basis.
Yep.
Yeah, Quentin Grimes, Jabari Walker, Dembona. You've all seen everybody contribute.
What did you say about Bona? Bona played how many minutes tonight?
The most important 6 minutes you ever saw in your entire life.
6 minutes, and he found a way to be productive.
And
Coach
that's the thing. That's impressive because you're going to look at his stat line, and when you think about this game, in months from now, it might not come back to you until you see a play and you think, wait a minute, I remember that game.
And you know what? That's also a sign of guys buying in.
For sure.
Right?
Now, so at this point in the season, we talked about the quarter poll, and the East is really jammed up. The Sixers, between them and the team in fourth place, it's only, I think, a game and a half at this point, or 2 games. So it's very, very close. Games like this mean something. They don't care who was in, who was out, or whatever. They mean something when it comes to the end of things. So how much is that a momentum, not just going on the rest of this week, but for the rest of the season?
That's a significant play that you can always bring up and say, we never give up. The game's about runs. How you finish the game means everything. And this is right here, Parliament to the whole thing. We was down. We let it slip away, but we found a way to edge them out. And people can say, oh, but don't celebrate too much like you say in DMs. But the crazy thing is you only need to win by one.
That's right. Still goes down as a W, and there's no room for comments in the win-loss section. Just put the W on and move on. Joel Embiid, you saw him celebrating with Tyrese Maxey after that incredible block. We'll check in